Welcome to the Out of War podcast.
With Mooks and Adora.
I was on air before you got here. I think I was on air like 8 months or something.
Okay.
And I went from the evening show to the midday show.
Yeah.
And that was, I think...
That was with Nashon.
Nashon. I did Nashon.
Before you pulled up to 99 FM, you were already on radio.
I was
don't
never
think
on radio.
Okay.
This was my first job.
Okay.
Radio was my first job. Like, job is in... Sign the
J-O-B.
contract. J-O-B.
For the rent.
For the sleeping.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shoot.
So, I think when I came, you were here. No, when you came, I was here a few months already.
Months.
If not a little over a year. I'm just not sure. I can't remember. But anyway... Do you want to know what I thought of you when I met you the first time?
Let's go. Face to face. The first impression.
I thought...
Brutally honest.
I thought you were full of yourself, blood.
No way.
I promise you.
No
I thought,
way.
but this guy, even the way he walks is like he's feeling himself. Like...
No way, dog.
I swear.
Okay.
I swear.
I could see that.
So the way you would open the door and walk out that studio is like, who this boy think he is? And then you'd wear a different fit every day. You'd be putting on a different sneaker every day. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Genuine.
I was checking you out.
Don't say this, love. Because I was like, in my mind, I'm like, the humblest oak you would ever meet.
No.
And then when I arrived, I was so in my shell. Because I was like, yo, this is uncharted territory. I always wanted to do radio, but what? That's what. Okay, first impressions. Okay, so, of course, Adora is superstar. Everyone knows Adora. Even before I arrived here, my wife was blasting, what's the record with Jayden?
Simdia? Oh my God.
So the wifey was blasting Simdia.
Yeah.
So Simdia was already like a thing in my household. The kids and everyone was a vibe. So first time, I must say, dog, when I met you the first time, dog, I didn't know you were that short, bro. Oh my Lord. And I still remember.
Bruv, the thing...
Bruv, you are a small person. You are a small person. It's a shortcoming.
Oh my God.
So I came into the studio because you were in the boardroom. I'm not sure what you were doing. They're prepping for your show, getting ready. And I was in the morning with Sibo. So I walked in, I was like, hey, that's Adora, man. I should go say hi. So I swinged in, and then you were seated. And you were like, oh, hi. And then you stood up. Brother. It's like...
It's not that damn.
I was like, is that it? Is there more?
That's wild. That's wild now.
All right, so finally, we then they put us together.
Yeah.
They put us together. Then the AM Rush is born. Shall we walk them a little bit through what the AM Rush is?
I mean, what it is now.
Yeah, what it is.
Yes,
now.
please. The AM Rush, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Monday to Friday morning on 99 FM, and it's a vibe.
What do you like about the show?
I feel like our show is a lot of good bonding.
Yeah.
Not just between the two of us, but with our listeners as well. And the other day we were touching a little bit on what we think the show is, and I think for me the AM Rush must be that perfect escape for many people.
Got you.
Because when they don't listen to the AM Rush, it's like the day doesn't start right.
We had many people be like, "You are messing up the routine."
Like, hey
man, you're messing up the routine if you are not on point. So we have a lot of responsibility, and I like the AM Rush because it's giving family vibes.
Absolutely.
The other day we did a challenge for is it the Lion King theme song and the Brother theme song, and it was like, and the amount of kids that come through on the show also made me realize, we got a lot of parents. So for me, shortly, the AM Rush sort of feels like a group of parents sitting around a bonfire and just having fun. So that's the AM Rush.
But when do you think the AM Rush really took off? Because I mean, we had a whole year of just trials.
Wait, I must say,
building and stripping
let me say, the first 3 months, though, probably even Shona can attest to the problem. Me and Shona were gossiping. I can even say this with confidence now. We even went to the boss now.
Really, bro?
We went to the boss.
No wonder the bosses probably thought, you know, net for her.
A whole me. But you see, here's the thing. We didn't have the backstory. Because there was a whole backstory in you joining the AM Rush. We didn't know that backstory. All we got was a full-blown Adora's wrath, bro. For 5 months straight. Dog, no. This is me. I'll come on air. 99 FM, your feel good station. Adora, how you feeling this morning? Yeah. It's all good.
What? I'm dying.
I'm like, brother.
This is so embarrassing.
And then she hits me with this. In that time, you hit me with a lot of these songs. And then I was like, so the next song coming, just play the song. Hey. We now come to love it. But back then, dog, we would sit in meetings, me and Shona, depressed, dog. Hey, man.
Something's got to be done.
Something's wrong, man.
But you know what I think it is? You know, when you're used to being independent, you're on your own the whole time. Whatever work you do, whatever your hustle is, you're by yourself. And now I'm in a room with 2 men. Yeah. Grown men. So for me already, the testosterone is too much.
It's a lot.
It's too much. And then I would be like the grumpiest because I hated change.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? I didn't like change.
And loud music.
And also loud music. And also hip-hop. I hate hip-hop. Oh, my gosh.
Specifically hip-hop.
But I think it's a territorial thing. I think it's maybe also not being used to working with people. So that sportsmanship, that...
Yeah, it's true. Also, you're a solo artist.
Yeah, so man, I'm used to just doing everything myself. But now I got to deal with these 2. Man.
But now it's vibe. And we cannot do the show. If Adora doesn't pull up, like, it's not even AM rush, bro. It's just M rush.
And that means you're always in a rush.
I'm just always in a rush. Okay, now we're ending part 1.
Yeah.
It's time to share the most wildest radio story. The most craziest thing that happened on air.
I already know what it is.
For the AM rush. You have an idea? You have a clue? What happened? You want to walk us through?
I walk you through?
Yeah.
You want to explain what happened? So.
Okay.
Off air, guys. And look, this is like the brutal
side note. I was very tired, bro. I had a whole week.
Don't be defensive yet.
Okay.
Let me tell the story. Now, the thing is, off air conversations are like, mine is like on a 300% scale of wild.
It's not for cran. If you don't know cran, it's not for
cran. Not at all. And what we execute on air is pretty much the bonding we do off air coming on air, if that makes sense. So the on air vibe is really just, we got to do this. Yeah. It's the cran way or no way.
The off air vibes is 10 times more.
Absolutely.
The on air is like 5% of what we are. Okay, go.
So the one day, we're having a conversation about something. I can't remember what exactly it was.
This is on air or off air?
This was mine. You know what? It was on air at this point because we were done.
Okay, we were done.
Like mics were supposed to be closed. Yeah. You know, we coming into a commercial break, whatever.
Okay, mics are closed.
Mics are not closed.
No, we are
because
assuming.
You didn't close the damn mic. Okay. So now with that said, the fact that off air is like not cran friendly.
It's not cran friendly. Yeah.
And the mics are open. In my mind,
the mics are closed.
We say the mics are closed. Yeah. You know? And I can't remember what it was.
I think I gave you a compliment.
I think you said you are glowing, bro. Something
your
like
hair.
That.
I remember. Hair. Your hair looks so amazing, bro. What are you doing?
And I said.
This is what she said.
Da, 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 da. Man, I don't even want to say it. It's so embarrassing. But look, I said it's that condom fat.
Is the one?
I'm not saying it again. I said it once and I feel like...
I think you said, my husband says, it's that condom fat.
I'm sorry, my husband.
And this time we had like the whole app.
Yeah.
So our listeners who are like day ones, they are in the group, they have this app. So they went in the app and they're like, hey man, Adora,
too much information.
We don't want to hear your business.
And I was like, what do you mean you don't want to hear my business?
It's like, the mic. And when I checked, the mic was open.
I promise, God, I wanted to kill you that day. I wanted to just jump over that table and just strangle you because.
But you know what's crazy? How we flipped it. You know, we went on. We didn't act as if we didn't slip it out. We did a whole apology. We made a joke out of it. We made a meal out of it. But you know what's great that came from there? The ladies now know what to do to grow their hair.
Welcome back to the Audible podcast
with Books and Adora.
I know you are always busy. If you're not busy editing something,
Yeah.
you're probably busy watching something, listening to something. Let's unpack the watching, because I know your watch list is always refreshed.
It's always.
Every other day, it's a new thing.
It's an update.
What are you watching?
Well, firstly, let's get out of something out of the
Yeah.
way. I'm wearing the Ring of Power. This is the Lord of the Rings. If you haven't watched the Lord of the Rings, you're behind. What is the man? He dropped 3 movies out of 3. Let's just for retrospect or just give you context.
Okay.
The Harry Potter did over 8 movies or 9 movies. I don't care. Out of those 9 movies, 1 Oscar.
Okay.
The Lord of the Rings did 3 movies. From 3 movies, 11 Oscars.
Okay.
So just to say, I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan, and this is the Ring of Power, the Ring of Sauron. All right, moving on. What am I watching? What's on my watch list? Also, shout out to Ava.
Oh my God.
This episode is proudly brought to you
by Ava.
All right, okay. So, dog, I am I wouldn't say I'm an anime fan.
Yeah.
But I watched one anime show, which is called Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
And it blew my mind in how, shout out to Nahale, because Nahale put me on.
Yeah.
It blew my mind into how a story can be told.
Yeah.
However, Lord of the Rings is still above everything else in terms of how stories are told. Of course. But Attack on Titan, in anime, I never knew anime could be so good. So shout out to Attack on Titan.
Before you continue,
all right.
I'm sure I'm not the only one.
Okay.
What's the difference between AI and anime and cartoons?
Bro, I'll reach over this desk.
Come on, I can't be the only one. I don't know the difference between cartoons.
I hate that I have to do this. Anime is more the subject matter.
Okay.
It's the subject, and the subject matter.
So they're all cartoons.
Cartoon is for kids. It's for kids. It's for them kids. It's for them kids. It's not brutal.
Okay.
It's no blood. It's no subject matter. Is not strong. It's not okay. Anyway, I'm watching Jujutsu Kaisen.
I saw it, but I can't read it. So
yeah, I'm also not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. I'm watching Jujutsu Kaisen, and the reason I'm watching Jujutsu Kaisen is the subject matter is deep, and I'm a very spiritual guy. And one thing I've learned from Jujutsu Kaisen is because I come from a spiritual background, and watching this series, it sort of brings spiritual teachings into sort of right there on screen for you to understand what it works. Yeah. And it speaks about cursed spirits and cursed users. And I tell you, the education that I'm getting from this thing, it's on another level. So Jujutsu Kaisen is what I'm watching. Secondly,
and that's an anime.
It's an anime.
Okay.
Everybody should be watching Jujutsu Kaisen if you've domain expansion. Jujutsu Kaisen. Okay, moving on. Last of Us, season 2.
Man, I'm still waiting for episode 8 though.
We are waiting for episode 8. My wife yesterday was like, man, come on, get on the show. I'm like, woman, I don't know when they're going to drop episode 8.
It's like they
season finale.
Yeah.
What are you watching?
Well, The Last of Us.
Okay.
Because I was absolutely hooked the first season. I'm sad that...
You sped through the first season.
Yeah, no, I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. But now, there's a stage change of storytelling, where they go into the character and then they go back into the past of that specific character.
Okay, yeah.
And that kind of threw me off.
Yeah.
But I feel like I started just not liking it anymore because the main dramatic.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, sorry.
No one dies.
No one dies.
Nobody dies. Nobody hates me.
So in any case, that should be like at the top of my list. Yeah. I'm kind of having a love-hate relationship lately with TV because I feel like it really throws off my routine. Yeah. Especially my sleeping routine. And we come in to work like stupid o'clock. Blood.
Speaking about TV, something interesting that maybe people don't know about Adora and the husband. You guys, for the longest time, did not have a TV. No. Like this thing in your house.
Our TV is not even a year old. She's like 6 months old now.
It's a she.
Yeah, it's a she.
It's giving N.
Yeah. Aluta, continue. We're living in a new era, Mooks. Females, they taking over.
Okay, so Last of Us?
Last of Us is it.
Okay.
I haven't gone into, like something new or whatever. Because I also hate the interruption of series. So I'm a binge watcher.
So you sit on something, you don't watch something else until that thing is done.
I sit on it, and I prefer to have it all at my disposal, so I know if I binge through it for 3 days,
it is what it is.
I'll be happy. Now,
let's move on to the juicy stuff. Since Adora is all music, and all about the music. What are you listening to? Who are you listening to?
This is going to sound weird. This is going to sound like I'm blowing my own horn, but I never used to like listening to my own music.
Okay.
I would hate it if people would call me and just play back my song, because I'm just like,
I've moved on.
I wrote that song. Okay? So already there in studio, I've had the most daunting experience trying to put the song together. That's one.
Got it.
Number two, then I gotta listen to the song because the producer's done mastering and mixing. So I'm listening to it like 900 times.
It's too much
before it's released.
It's too much.
And then it's released. Now
you gotta listen to it again.
Go to radio interviews. I gotta sit through that whole damn song
and then perform it.
Then the performance comes in. Now I gotta rehearse the song with the choreographers. Choreograph. And by the time y'all get the song, I'm done. I'm Sahara Desert.
Keep
It's finished.
Okay, so who and what are you listening to?
I'm listening to myself.
Yeah, well, what caused that switch then?
Because I think I've stopped. I think it's the mental state in which I'm consuming music now. Okay?
All right.
So then I was very uncertain about my own sound. I hated how I sounded on tape. I was still trying to find my feet. I was really insecure about, if the work is working. If what I put in is really actually making an impact. And to my surprise, it is. And I think that sort of put me in a really healthy mindset that it's good music that we're putting out now. So I'm excited because a new jam be coming up. What are you listening to?
Okay, so I'm listening to internationally. I'm not sure. In SA, I'm listening to this guy Maclera Dope. Joe Maclera.
You're obsessed with that guy.
No, Maclera. Maclera is different.
Yeah.
And I love. I've for a very long time the style of Kasi rap. It's not been appealing. It's not been slapping. The time of Pro Kid, the time of Key Bricks a little bit, the time of Key Double HP. It was sort of fading out, and we just have this house and I'm a piano. Hey,
man, can we
chill with the piano, man? I love the piano. Can we chill with the piano? I have a friend, bro. When we go home from the office, we riding together because we stay at the same. Hey, man, my guy. The first thing we do is we get in, and I like the ride home. And the ride home, when you play music, you must play something that's ending the day. Hi, we getting there first. Yeah, boy. And say, Hassan, where are we Hassan to?
We are going home.
We're going home, brother. We're going home.
No wonder people who go clubbing don't want to go home these days.
Because of Hassan.
Because we are just Hassan the whole
you
night.
You get to the door, then Hassan you beg. Castroveli, worry. Like, brother, help me. All right, so I'm listening to a whole lot of Maclera Dope. And secondly, I'm going to say shout out. A big shout out to the Damara Nama musicians. Hey, man, I don't know what y'all been drinking.
Something's happening.
Or what y'all been smoking. Especially there by the TikTok. I just want to say is learn to elevate, man. When you have a record that's going viral, learn to build on it. Put a video out. Put some money into it and put the. My wife is every day sending me a Tamara artist song. Every day is a new one.
It is a different one,
It's a different one blowing off somewhere. Now there's the new one. It's a fun. It's a fun left, right. So shout out. I like that. I like especially the Damara space, and it has me going back onto TikTok, onto YouTube, and searching for Tamara music. So I'm listening to that really.
I mean, look at the evolution, man. If we go back into it, I mean, very often as the consumers, we associate the language that people make the music in as the genre.
As the genre, that's what I wanted to say.
So the evolution, that is really allowing for us to tap into different genres and not just Magaisa or...
A big example would be, what is the boys from Rehoboth that took the language, Wolfpack, that took the language and put it into rap. Shout out to that. There's also this boy, Make It LEB, Make It Juicy, that took Damara and sort of gave it like an R&B feel.
A cute feel.
And then you have got the CJ guy who's now taking R&B, Damara music and giving it a sort of a Gizomba vibe to it. So the language has so much more to offer, and I'm really enjoying that. So that's what I'm listening to. Now, time for the juicy stuff.
Welcome back to the Art of War podcast
with Mooks and Adora.
Yeah.
Now, walk us, before we play them the record.
Yeah.
Walk us through, where's this one coming from? I know. Well, I guess they don't.
Yeah.
Where this record is coming from.
I mean, I met my husband at a time in my life where I really needed a lot of work.
Yeah.
I was in the whole thing.
And in a dark place.
And in a very dark place. And my husband, he just swept me off my feet.
Hero.
And literally saved my life.
You say Herero Hero. It rhymes.
Herero Hero, yes please. And this song, I heard the beat. I felt it. I fed it to a few AI programs, listened to it.
And I think that's the evolution of music also.
Absolutely.
With this record, you took an approach where you incorporated sort of an AI guidance to it.
Absolutely.
And then from there, gave it an Adora touch and built from it. I remember the first time the record, you were in the car, you called me. Hey, I just had a beat, man, Mooks. And you sent it to me like, this one is the one. And you came to radio and then you did like a rough Shaniki over it.
Yeah.
All right. Tell us about the lyrics and the vibes.
So this one is called Amangama, and it basically just puts a stample that, I really didn't know I was deserving of such good love. And when you are in a dark place in your life, you don't see the light until you really open the curtains, you open the door and just let the fresh air come in.
Yeah, bro.
And love, I had a whole new perspective on love again. Because of my husband,
We're not going to play it here. We're going to play it for you guys directly. So here... Oh, you want to introduce it? Introduce it.
Well, here is my latest single, exclusive.
Exclusive here.
We got to say that
on the Art of War.
You need to hear this one more time.
Come on.
Exclusive on the Art of War podcast.
What else?
And I'm going to give you what? 20 seconds?
Can you also? I'm rooting for you guys.
Yeah.
Can you give them like also like a small behind the scenes?
Some visuals.
Just like a little, something. Because it's also coming with the video, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Give it to them.
Here we go. Art of War podcast has the exclusive view of the Amangama. Art of War podcast has the exclusive view and listen of 20 seconds.
20 seconds
of the latest record. The evolution.
What else?
Don't do that, brah. You're about to just, never mind. Enjoy it.
I'll cherish you forever. My heart's on the king. Together in our love, let our spirit sing. Starts kicking me. In the melody our hearts can find. My heart is at peace.
Amen. Congratulations.
Thanks, Vlad.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Vlad. We did
That
it.
is a vibe. That song, I must say, the first time I heard it, I got very teary. I thought I put the headphones on. I heard it.
My guy was crying,
dog.
man.
I'm a very emotional person. When I laugh, I laugh.
Yeah.
And that record was the one. All right, so I'm excited for you guys. Please don't delay it.
Okay.
Don't delay
Tomorrow.
it. Drop it
The
for the
other
people.
day. Next week. Soon.
You see,
Very soon.
Tomorrow, the other day. Don't trust artists. Don't.
It's coming soon.
But it's coming. Video is done. Song is done. It's ready to go. All right. Now, we're concluding. People are looking at behind the scenes. Art of War podcast. Where is it coming from?
Art of War was really...
Yeah.
And I think Mooks can attest to this, that we didn't even know it was a thing. It was going to become a thing.
Facts.
We decided we're going to go on TikTok live every morning for our show, Monday to Friday mornings, and it started becoming part of the identity of Mooks and Adora.
In the morning.
And all of a sudden, there's like this group of people who keep coming back
every morning
to the TikTok live.
Like, who are you people? We don't even like people.
Imagine.
You guys are here.
And then next thing we know, we started really, really spending a lot of time getting to know each other, chatting. We never physically met. And then we decided we got to come up with a name for this little clique.
This little because basically when we go into the Art of War podcast, we have conversations that are really life rearing, relationships, we try and struck. Man, there's people that come on there that are divorcees and share their stories. There's people that come on there that are having a hard time in their relationships. There's people that come on there that speak about raising kids, and we have conversations. Most recently, we've been speaking a lot about our country's development and the direction it's headed into. So the AM Rush sort of morphed into the TikTok channel, which became the Art of War. And the Art of War is a family. I think we have a one-yap group. Bro, how many people in that one-yap group?
I regret opening that WhatsApp group.
It's a big regret.
I told you, don't you start a WhatsApp group.
How many people are in that WhatsApp group?
I think we're about 13, if I'm not mistaken.
13, and this is just all strangers.
This is just
from TikTok. So every morning we gather. So if you can also be part of the Art of War, join us every Monday to Friday, every day on TikTok on Adora's account.
On my account, you could alternatively follow Mooks as well, because when he co-hosts with me, you'll know that we're live.
All right, and that's basically the Art of War. What do you love about the Art of War?
Art of War gives me family-oriented young people who really just want to get through life, and we're not leaving anyone behind. For you?
And then, it morphed into this now. This is now the
Look
podcast.
at us now. We make it. Cannot yet. Don't do it. Okay. Don't do that.
I mean, like...
We'll tell you where that is coming from in the next episode. For now, we're signing out. That was the Art of War podcast. Oh my gosh.
And that was the Art of War podcast with Mooks and Adora.